Because who is that? What's up with all these like knockoff Morgan Wallens? I don't even want the regular Morgan Wallen.
Because
Why y'all
Morgan
give me fake
Wallen
ones?
is awful and he's still in demand. So everybody else is like, okay.
Country music is a whole phenomenon that it's like a whole different world. Like I remember learning that Garth Brooks' level of fame, how he like was basically like breaking Elvis records, and I'm like, I couldn't name one Garth Brooks song if you asked me.
I remember because Jenny was little. She was like 5 maybe.
And I'm like, this is like the country music circle is so different than. It feels like all the other genres kind of intertwine. And I can keep up with, pop, rap, alternative. I know a lot of those big artists. But country it's like they segregated themselves.
Yeah.
I had no clue who Morgan Wallen was till he said the N-word because it was on the news.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this and why do people care?
Well, and sometimes I would watch the Country Music Awards just to see, like, who's it now.
Yeah, and last time I thought it was Jason Aldean. I didn't know. There's not a whole lot of. I think that my issue is there's not a whole lot of male artists that I really like.
Yeah.
Like, really, like I don't think I can name one male artist where I'm like, this is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
And I feel like I like all of the country music women that I hear. I like them for the most part.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like some of the girls that Beyonce featured on her album, like these up and coming young black women who are like country music singers. I like them. But it's just such a male dominated industry. I don't.
Why is that kind of giving me Phillips?
It's the beat.
Yeah, it's like they literally
It's got
took
that
their beat.
folksy
Yeah.
beat. It's giving Phillips. I do miss that era of music. It was like the Mumford and Sons, folksy.
Yeah.
The Lumineers. That was a fun era.
I need to start following the Sandy Springs music venue, and I think it's called City Springs, because they have like Philip Phillips, Mumford and Son. They even had Boston.
I don't know if those are people I would want to see in concert.
Yeah.
Because I like going to fun concerts.
Yeah.
And those are not really like fun artists.
Yeah, that's true. They're just like, I don't know what the word is, kumbaya.
Yeah. That's more of like a sit. That's what I hated about the Greta Van Fleet show. It was not fun.
You like to be up and moving.
I want it to be a fun atmosphere. It's not, I could sit through the whole show, but like, it gives the artist, you have to do more performing. You can't be as lazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you sit on a stage with a guitar. That's lazy. I'm not paying for that.
Well, that's more like something you would go to a restaurant and listen to.
Because even like when we went to see Playboy Cardi, of course we went with Lucy and her friend, and they were scared to get pit tickets. And that's not the kind of artist you can sit and watch.
Yeah.
That's somebody you need to be like on the floor. You can jump around, move around artist.
Yeah.
Because it was boring as all get out. So I'm thinking of these shows that I went to with her where it, like, there's 2 shows that we went to that were like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she, she's too scared. I don't want to get hurt. And I was telling Alyssa about it, and I was like, I should have just took Alyssa. If I would have known, she would have been so much more fun.
And if you're scared of being injured, don't go.
Literally. Don't go to an artist show for somebody like Playboy Cardi where the whole thing is pit. And I excuse that because the whole Travis Scott thing had just happened. So we were all kind of scared. Like, I get it. And then we went to like another kind of like alternative. They're more like kind of rock. So I know that those pits do tend to get like actually violent. Like, people like to be violent.
Yeah.
But when you're girls, it's a whole nother ballgame. Like, you are respected. They don't put you in the violent part.
Yeah.
We were literally close enough that I could see it. And honestly, it was very mild. There was a dude in a banana suit. Like, we would have been fine.
Yeah.
just like, these are artists that you don't go sit and see.
Yeah. Speaking of sitting and seeing things, I would like to go to a good IMAX thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Again, I don't know who none of these people are.
It was just all of a sudden I just see him all over
Well,
everything.
I've never even seen him on anything. I've only ever heard him on this station.
Well, he's got a whole bunch of music videos. He's done videos with all kinds of artists, and I guess he's off of. I think it's because he was on, I think, American Idol.
Oh, maybe why they usually get a big boost, but
so that was his boost.
all of these like new. I don't even know what genre this is.
Yeah, it's kind of a bluesy.
It's like a Venn diagram of like there's Post Malone and there's Morgan Wallen, and in the middle it's these guys.
Yeah.
It's just annoying to me. It's like you know how Dave Grohl, that whole like grungy sound,
Yeah.
it gets so old after a while.
Yeah.
It's like that, but with blues, and I don't know. And I think it's also because to me, there's very few men that sing with soul.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like there's actual soul in this. There's not very many
it's
good male
like
singers.
when Kelly Clarkson tries to do the bluesy stuff.
Yeah.
And she's got a good voice. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she's great.
But sometimes it's just like her imitating.
Like, to me, this doesn't have any soul to it.
Yeah.
It feels very forced. I think the only male artist that I can think of that, like, and I've heard he's not that good live, so I don't know, is The Weeknd, who can like actually sing. Like, he has a wonderful vocal range.
Yeah.
I'll give Chris Brown his props. He might be an abusive crackhead, but he can sing.
Yeah.
I will give him that. I will never take that away. I know he's on tour right now. I've seen clips of him. He sounds great live, and he dances not well. He dances like a crackhead. That's why people call him Crack Brown. But you know, he'll put on a show. I'll give him that.
I wish I could have seen Steve Perry perform.
Yeah.
Because I did see Jackson Browne was good. He's kind of a folksy, but he was good live. I'm trying to think now of the male artists that I've seen that were.
Yeah. Even Gunna, like, I'll give him credit. He has one song. It's more of like a melodic song, so it's not really rapping. It's more of like singing.
Yeah.
But I remember he went viral for it because I think it's like a True Colors series or whatever, where they'll have artists on and they're just like in this plain room with like one little mic and they sing.
Yeah.
And everybody was amazed because he sounded exactly the same as he does on the record, which we all, just thought was heavily auto-tuned.
Yeah.
But he performed that at the concert, and he sounded exactly the same.
Well, and I remember when there was this whole acoustic movement where artists would do like just acoustic.
Yeah.
Just so you could hear their true range.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I saw Fleetwood Mac. They were good.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, Stevie Nicks she just has a unique voice.
Yeah. I mean, she's the star.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is mediocre, but my thing with her has always been she's an incredible songwriter.
Yeah.
I will listen to her songs and be like, how do you even think of something like this? But we all have to be honest with ourselves. She's a mediocre singer.
Yeah.
Vocally, she's not special.
She's a good lyricist.
And she's a god-awful dancer.
Yeah.
We gotta be honest about that too.
She looks awkward.
When she dances, that's a white girl.
Yeah.
That's
a
just
Pennsylvania
big,
white girl.
yeah.